Self-love. What does that shit look like to you? Is it working out? Is it beautification? Facials, massages, getting your nails did, shit like that? Is it hanging out with loved ones, friends, shit like that? Is it going to the church house every Sunday, praising the Lord? Is it meditating? Gardening, maybe? What is self-love, and what does that look like to you? How do you show yourself love? How are you being intentional for you? How are you making time for you in this crazy existence we call life? How? Especially if you're a mom, a dad. How on earth is there time for you? How do you make time for you? Do you make time for you? If you can't answer that, think about that. How are you showing up for yourself? How do you actually show yourself grace, compassion? How do you show yourself love? How do you show yourself understanding? If you can't answer that for yourself, how on earth can you truly do it for anybody else? Anywhere else in your life? If it all starts and ends with you, how can you show up for yourself if no one showed up for you or showed you how to show up for you? Well, what I realized is that we can't even see the how. How on earth can you even see the how? Through fight or flight. How can you see it through the freeze? How can you see it through the pain? How can you see the how through the trauma? How can you see any of that through your trauma filter, your trauma perspective, the trauma condition? You can't see the how until you feel safe. And you can't feel safe within the mind and body until you can regulate the nervous system. And when you do that, you then have to get it out of the body. How can you see the how? How can you be the things for yourself? How can you show yourself love, grace, and understanding in fight or flight, in survival, in freeze, in hurt, in pain? Some people can and some people have, but it is damn sure hard to do it. Damn sure hard to do it when your nervous system is in overdrive and has been for decades. Very, very, very hard thing to do. But until you can regulate that system, the nervous system, And until you can get it out of the body, you have to find a way to be extremely kind with yourself, patient with yourself, even when you fuck up, even when you fail, even when you show up with them fucked up trauma behaviors. You still have to find a way to be kind until you can get your nervous system where it needs to be. And it's hard to do in a world filled with toxicity. Our environments, the stressors, everything we experience affects our condition. But you have to find a way to get to a point to love yourself and accept you as you are, because it is all a part of it. There's a reason for all of it. Our paths, what they are. They are what they are for a reason. You are who you are for a reason, good and bad. Our paths are here for learning, for growing, and to evolve. The good and the bad. Have grace with yourself. Have forgiveness with yourself so that you can have that with others. Your children, your partners, your spouses, your coworkers. When you have it with yourself first, everything else is so much easier. That's why self-love is so important. But you have to be able to forgive yourself for how you have shown up. They are the behaviors that you develop to protect yourself. And if you come from a traumatic childhood, we never had a choice. The environment that we were brought into helped develop the behaviors that we have as an adult. And the sooner you can understand and respect that within yourself comes acceptance and everything else. But all of it becomes so much easier with a regulated nervous system. And when that shit is out of the body, that's where healing is. That's where it starts. That's where it lies. The feeling better, the release, the letting go, the limiting belief systems, all of that. That's how it all stops, by regulating the nervous system. And a very, very fast way to do all of that is working your fascia system. Peace, love, and hair grease, y'all. I'm out.